And the victims' families get to do that too. But the judge let Kendra speak first. And Kendra stands up and sobs and says she's sorry to Owen, and she's sorry to her daughter, and she's sorry to Chloe. And she finds out that she was diagnosed with a mental illness during this period and suffered childhood trauma. And if she could take it back, she would. She would never have done it. That is her speech. And it is gross and disgusting, and nobody believes her and nobody cares. To stand again behind being diagnosed with a mental illness and saying, I did this because now I have a mental illness. No, you don't get to say that. You don't get to stand behind that as a shield. Sorry. So then, Jill stands up and looks at her and says, is this worth it? Why'd you do it? Is it worth it? Owen stands up and says, this has affected my entire life. It's changed me as a person. And she gets sentenced to 19 months in prison. And
that was the high end of what was available.
For that state, it was apparently. So she goes to prison. And while she's in prison, she is emailing Lauren these very creepy emails about how much I love you and, you're a beautiful person and all these things. But Lauren is saying, I really liked this email with my mom. I got to email her on Mondays and Wednesdays. Everything seemed like it was better. And is feeling apparently really good about it. Because again, I believe she has this Stockholm syndrome with her mom. And like you said, can't see past it. But, Kendra gets out in August of 2024. And she has a no contact order with Lauren and is not allowed to see or talk to Lauren. And says, I haven't seen Lauren or talked to her in a year and a half. Good. You should never be able to talk to your child again. That's how I feel. But so then, she's just trying to paint this picture of what she did is not the person she is, and she's a changed person now, and she believes she can have a relationship with her daughter at some point. And Lauren says, I hope we can have a relationship in the future. I really love my mom. I don't think my dad will ever talk to her again. But I can have a relationship with my mom. And it is just, again, I was so angry the entire time watching this show because this woman had no shame. She took no responsibility. They even asked Kendra, were you afraid your daughter would do something to herself? You told your daughter to kill herself. And Kendra goes, yeah, I wasn't worried about that.
Well, because she's built such confidence into her.
I wasn't worried about it.
She knows she's beautiful.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah.